Hey, what's going on? Today I'm going to show you how to do a clock spring in a 2001 Saab 9.3. Pretty simple job. Anybody can do this, as you'll be able to see watching through this. This applies to most vehicles. There's a couple different things with other cars, but for the most part, this is the procedure. Let's get right to it. Step number one, disconnect the battery. Anytime you're messing with the airbags, nobody wants to have airbag blow up in their face. It's not doesn't make for a great day. To do that on this car right now, it's a 13mm wrench. First things first, after disconnecting the battery, you want to grab your key, cycle it, make sure there's no power to anything whatsoever. Hit your horn, do anything that can draw any additional power out of there, because last thing you want is to have a airbag blow up in your face once again. Now, the next step, pretty simple. Right back here, I already pulled that one. It's just a little plug with a Torx. Here's what the plug looks like on this side. You can see right here. I don't know if the camera's capturing that. It's a little dark back there. I'll go ahead and pop that out of there. You can see what that is right there. Nothing to it. Two of them. This is probably not the way I would normally recommend doing this, but I got my Torx on my Makita. Pop it in there. Loosen it all out. Now those will stay there. They don't come all the way out. Come over to this side, do the same. Get it from here, I think you can see better. It's all the way out. Simply grab your airbag, pops right off of there. Okay, you can take a look in there. A little screwdriver. Just pop that off. And that's the one that goes to your actual airbag. So at this point, should be safe. Another way. Got two plugs in here. 1, 2. Come to find out, they're just Velcroed on there. Once you get rid of the Velcro, or get it off the Velcro, you can push down right here. There's a little pin, pops right off. This one here, same thing. Little pin here. Your little clip comes right apart. Pretty simple. Now we got our complete airbag off. This piece right here I believe, just pops out. 1, 2, 3. 3 little grommets that fit in there. Don't pull this piece off of this bracket like I showed earlier in the video. It will just make for more of a struggle getting these back together. It does not need to come apart. This all comes off as one unit. Don't do as I did. If you're using an impact like me, use a fresh battery. It'll definitely help. Get your bolt or nut, excuse me. This is a nylon nut, so it locks on there. Now there's a specific torque, but I'm not going to use it. I'm going to make it good and tight, and that seems like a good torque to me. So go ahead and feel free to hate in the comments on that. Adjust your back a little bit. We got this piece here. Go ahead and work your plugs through the top of that. We go right through here. Both of those. Shake your steering wheel. It should come right off. And these plugs will go right on through. There you go. Just want to take a quick break to say thank you for watching. Like and subscribe if you like this. I'm going to keep improving on these videos. I have a lot of learning to do. We'll go from there. Back to the action. A couple more Torx bolts here. Try not to break your clips on that and be a little bit less aggressive than me, probably. Make sure all your writing is perfectly parallel right here. So it's pointing straight up and down. You're going to have your wires coming directly out of the 12 o'clock position. And that's going to have another Torx right here. Forgot to mention, it's easiest to have your steering wheel, make sure it's all telescoped all the way out. And there is a Torx down here. I'm going to show you. It's just directly at the bottom. Now, I broke it. I didn't realize it was down there, and I ripped this plastic piece right off. Don't do what I did. That's how I broke it there. Last one here. The back of your clock spring goes through this little catch there. You can pull it out. You can tuck it there. Work in here. And there we have it. Make sure your clock springs match up. These have the same part number, 5331202. Now, don't do what I did. I bought this off eBay a while back and had no idea or didn't even realize that I purchased a used one. The orange plug, and the gray plug. Stick them back in there as needed. Don't need to be super tight. Definitely don't get too aggressive with them. And I failed to mention, show you on the old one, I don't know if you can read it. This will focus. On here, it actually says 2 turns from the clockwise contact unit stop. Go clockwise. 1, 2. And that's where it wants to stop. 1, 2. Keep that right at 12 o'clock. Okay, I'm back. I got this back together. Just threw a little bit of WD on those nipples and pressed it back together. It was fairly simple. Not easy to do without putting a little bit of lube on there though. So now, I'll shove these wires through the top. Get them both going. Make sure everything goes smooth. Slide that all the way back on. You got a black and a gray here. Don't connect those, as we took them apart. Even though they will fit each other, don't connect them. So next thing, let's slide on our nylon nut. Torque it. That seems about the Saab spec torque on that. I would think to the inch pound, I would assume. Grab our airbag. These plugs are color coded. Got a black and a gray. Gray to gray. Pretty self-explanatory. And then your black one. My fingers aren't working great. Make sure everything's clipped in good. You don't want to pull it back apart, even though it's not that difficult. This one right to your airbag. Simply pops right in. As you can see, these little plugs fit back down on their Velcro. And there you go. Back to our Torx bit. plugs on each side. I like to do this from the passenger side. Because I would 100% rather, if for some reason I was wrong and this thing did decide it was gonna have some fun with this today, then I don't want to be in its way. Okay, car started up. These are all the tools I use to get this job done. I use my Makita drill. There's multiple ways to do it. Got a T30 that works for the side bolts that hold the airbag in, the ones that don't come out all the way. T25 works for every bolt behind the airbag. Full extender to go in to my Makita, half-inch drive adapter, 7/8 or 22, I believe it would be, screwdriver or a pick, and 13mm, and it's used to disconnect the battery. Links to parts will be in the description. Go ahead and check it out. I have plenty more videos to come on the Saab and some other vehicles. If you like the content or you want to know more about what's going to happen to the Saab in the future or different repairs that need to be done, click on this video.